I'm Raisa Chantami of the Indonesia channel in Jakarta, and this is your TIC News Break on the hour, every hour. Here's what's happening in Indonesia. 7 people have died and 5 others injured after a landslide at an illegal gold mine buried an estimated 20 people. The victims were mining gold on a hillside when the landslide, triggered by heavy rains, struck the area on the west of Borneo Island. Local police said they had managed to identify 4 of the recovered bodies, and the search for other victims continues with help from locals and the victims' families. Unlicensed mines are common across the mineral-rich country, where abandoned sites attract locals who hunt for leftover gold ore without using proper safety equipment. After more than a year of deliberation, the government has announced that remote workers will be allowed to work online for up to 6 months without paying taxes by using the existing B211A visa. The original government idea for a longer-term digital nomad visa of up to 5 years is still being debated. The goal is to attract more overseas freelance and remote employees to the region by developing a concrete legal framework that provides certainty for both remote workers and the companies that employ them. More than 3,000 foreigners have used the B211A visa to work as digital nomads since January this year. According to Tourism Minister Sandiaga Uno, 4.4 million new jobs will be created in Indonesia by 2024. Indonesia's plan to retire its coal-fired power plants over the next 3 decades and replace them with cleaner energy is enjoying support from potential investors. The country will need 8.978 trillion rupiah or $600 billion to phase out 15 gigawatts of coal generation and add a similar amount of renewable capacity over the period. The plan is to keep coal-fired power plants running for another decade and then completely shift away from fossil fuels over the following 20 years. Indonesia, the world's largest exporter of thermal coal, relies on the fuel to generate about 60% of its electricity. The government has done investor roadshows in Saudi Arabia, the United States, and some European countries to promote its energy transition plans. In the financial markets, here's how stocks and currency opened in Jakarta and around the region. If you're heading to Indonesia or traveling within the country, here's the weather forecast for major destinations. And that's what's happening in Indonesia. I'm Raisa Chantami with your TIC News Break.